stretch here. Essie Cupp is joining me. She's got a brand new job with the Glenbeck TV, or GBTV, I guess is the
That's right.
technical term for it. I'm Melanie Morgan. I'm the co-founder of Move America Forward. And we are joining right now with Debbie Lee, who is a Gold Star mother, and she is going to be talking to a very special guest via Skype right now. Debbie.
Yes. Kevin, are you there?
Hey, Debbie, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Good to see you.
See you.
I just would like to introduce you to the rest of our listeners. Kevin was one of Mark's teammates, and he was one of the medics that served with Mark, and has become one of my adopted sons, and I'm very blessed to have him in my life, and his wife and his son. And as I said earlier, that was Mark's final gift to me, was his teammates. Mark loved to give amazing gifts, and right here is another one of those. And Kevin, what drove you, what motivated you to become a SEAL?
Well, it's an easy question. I wanted to be one of the best. I knew I'd always be in good company. I wanted to serve my country, and I thought the best way I could do it was to be a SEAL, and it was the best decision I could make, and I'm truly proud of it, and I'm truly proud of the people I was able to serve with.
And you definitely are one of the best. As President Bush said, the elite of the elite. And what was it like for you when you were deployed overseas?
Well, it was, we had a lot of contact back home. It was good. You know, I had my brothers around me. I was able to stay focused on the job, but a lot of the time it was the contact back home that made all the difference. Getting the letters, getting the phone calls, the positive support from the home front helped out quite a bit. And then being surrounded by, the toughest of the tough made life a little easier overseas.
And how long did you serve in the SEALs?
I joined the Navy in 2002, and then I got out officially in 2010, January 2010.
I think we lost the last bit.
Technical difficulties. Can you repeat that, Kevin?
When did you get out, Kevin?
January 2010.
Oh, so recently.
Just fairly recently,
discharged.
Yes.
I have to ask this question. I ask all Navy SEALs who have joined us on the broadcast today. What was it like for you? Where were you, and what were you doing when you heard the news that Osama bin Laden had been dispatched to the hottest corner of hell?
That's a great question. I was actually getting ready to go to sleep, and my cell phone just went off the hook, and a bunch of text messages came through. They said, turn on the TV. I heard that awesome news, and I was one, very proud. I knew it was a victory for the nation, a victory for us. And two, I was personally jealous that I wasn't there.
I think that was partly the response I had. I was so excited. I was glad it was my boys that got him, but I thought, wow, Mark missed out on that. And then I thought, no, there was some heaven intelligence that was involved in that one. I'm sure Mark was there, telling them, watch this, do this, go there.
How difficult do you think that operation was? It seems to me, just looking at it from afar and from the news reports, that it must have been very complicated and very difficult. Is that your impression as a former Navy SEAL? Absolutely.
Anytime you leave the wire, leave the safety of the base, you're in a precarious situation, and the task that those gentlemen undertook going into, Pakistan to do that operation is incredible. And, there's so much inherent danger. And it's a real tribute to all the men and women that were able to put that operation together. But once you step out of that base, out of the wire, you don't know when your last minute is. And those guys definitely, exemplified courage, courage under fire, and definitely preserved the American mission and got the job done.
Kevin, it looks like behind you that might be a military award hanging on the wall.
Yeah,
look at that grin on his face.
What would that be?
That was Bronze Star up there in a combi.
Bronze Star with Valor. We had Jocko on earlier, and I was boasting on you guys. As mama, I can do that. But Kevin was part of Mark's platoon, which was Charlie Platoon. And Charlie and Delta Platoon are the most highly decorated special ops unit since Vietnam. And we just want to thank you again, Kevin, for joining us. Thank you for serving. And hoo-yah, Navy SEALs!
All right, you rock, dude. You rock. Wow, thank you very much for joining us, Kevin. That was an amazing every time I talk to these guys, it's an amazing
Well, and
experience.
it's so great that you still keep in touch with these guys.
Seriously, they're like my adopted boys, and I love them deeply. And you know, as we shared earlier, we have an opportunity to send care packages to our Navy SEALs. It's hard to get their addresses, but I have those addresses. So if people want to contribute, if they want to make a note on there that's going to the Navy SEALs, then we can do that. We can send you care packages, and you can tell our Navy SEALs thank you.